300 asylum seekers were going to be moved into the Cameron Barracks, which were currently used to house asylum seekers following the extraction from Kabul. But what has made this really a really hot issue is that it just seemed to be dropped into the laps of the people of Inverness. The Home Office and the Military of Defence had decided that this was going to be the home for them by the end of November. But as it turns out, that isn't going to be the case. Now, the people of Inverness, 10,000 of them had signed a petition to really call for a halt to this plan. And the karma gods, if you like, might have looked down on them, because that seems to have what happened by other means. So the barracks, as it turns out, is filled with asbestos, and therefore a £1.3 million contract has now been launched to remove that. But that's not going to happen until the start of January, and therefore we're going to see a real delay of this. So not great news for Keir Starmer's plan to get migrants out of hotels and into other kinds of accommodation. Now, I will say I've been in Inverness here from quite early doors this morning, and the people have been very forthcoming with how they feel about this, and in some parts it's quite unanimous. We're seeing people in the street here who are glad that they're going in, but they would rather Keir Starmer had spent more time and effort with his government getting the removals pushed along faster. We've got others who are very, very dissatisfied that they were in no way, shape or form consulted on this, and I think it's worth to say that the Scottish Government may have known some weeks before, but indeed the council here in Inverness and the Highland Council were not made as privy. Those introductions came later on, and the people here, I think, feel a bit cheated.